2024 Hajj, last flight departs Nigeria early hours of today, return to commence 22nd of June 2024. "35 lawmakers propose single tenure of 6 years for president and state governors." Bauchi State Government set to establish 10 million tons capacity cement factory. Hello and thanks for joining us on the News Desk at 3 on NTA NEWS24. We are reaching you live from Abuja. I am Mina Daniels. NACON Chairman Malam Jalil Arabi has expressed gratitude to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Vice President Kashim Shettima for the critical support they offered to ensure a successful Hajj operation and promised that the Commission will reciprocate by ensuring a smooth Hajj exercise. While noting the positive contribution provided by the media, the chairman commended them for their dogged reportage of the exercise. In a statement by the Assistant Director, Public Affairs, NACOM, Fatima Sandausara, the chairman commended the pilgrims for their resilience and determination despite the odds, and the Commission by restating NACOM's commitment to ensuring the welfare of Nigerians pilgrims in the best humanly way. In the meantime, the final flight for the 2024 Hajj outbound operations, scheduled to take off from Abuja, combines about 211 remaining pilgrims from Zamfara, Sokoto, Kebbi, Bauchi, FCT, Niger State, and officials for the 2024 Hajj, marking the end of this year's Hajj outbound airlift to Makkah for state quota pilgrims. Aero contractors will end this airlift of private tour operation pilgrims by 2 p.m. afternoon of Monday, 10th of June 2024, and all other private tour operators are expected to conclude conveyance of their pilgrims before closure of Jeddah and Medina airports for all inbound Hajj airlift operations. Meanwhile, the return journey for the 2024 Hajj is slated to commence on the 22nd of June 2024 based on a first-in, first-out basis. A group of 35 lawmakers in the House of Representatives are seeking the support of Nigerians for several constitutional alteration bills proposing single tenure of 6 years for the president and state governors. At a press briefing on the bills, spokesperson for the group known as Reform-Minded Lawmakers, Ika Wono Ugochinyere, says part of the reforms being proposed are rotation of executive powers among the 6 geopolitical zones to ensure equal representation, as well as constitutional amendment to create the office of 2 vice presidents from the southern and northern parts of Nigeria. The political and electoral bills, which have passed first reading at the Green Chamber, also propose that all elections are held on the same day, while electronic transmission of results are made compulsory.
Single tenure of 6 years, rotation of power between North and South and among the geopolitical zones and the senatorial zones for the governorship, and also single tenure for the presidency and single tenure for the governorship 6 years. Removing the billions we spend in re-election and the uncertainty it brings to the electoral process, plus the corruption it also brings. And also, we are seeking for all elections to be conducted in one day, re-election, getting more citizens involved on election day, and reducing to the barest minimum the possibility of rigging, because you will have those interested in the presidency, in the governorship, in the state assembly, in the national assembly, in the local government, all turning up to vote for their different candidates. Each of the polling units will be populated, and that can help to provide a lot of defense. And we're also pushing for all pre-election matters to be settled 30 days before election to avoid a situation that people are sworn in and we are still in court on who is the candidate of that political party. and also that post-election litigation should focus only on the outcome of the election, not on the things that happened before the primaries.
The harrowing experience of going through court processes. After you are being sworn in, you will still be in court. Some people have spent 6 months before they were pushed out by the courts.
The lawmakers urged Nigerians to participate actively at the public hearing of the various bills to make their inputs. And in furtherance of its commitment to making sure that potential participating states are fully ready for the implementation of the special agro-industrial processing zones, a team of the African Development Bank has engaged Yobe state officials to ascertain the state's level of preparedness for the takeoff of the proposed project. Yunusa Suleiman brings us details of this engagement.
The Special Agro-Industrial Processing Zones is a flagship program of the African Development Bank to assist in transforming the food and agriculture sector in Africa. Nigeria, being one of the 18 participating countries to benefit from the transformative agenda, has already put implementation mechanisms in place, with 7 states and the FCT have made it to the first phase of the program, and implementation has since begun in those states. And the team of the Africa's Apex Bank was in Yobe State to, among other things, assess the quality of feasibility studies conducted by the state, as well as guide and encourage it to meet the readiness and selection criteria, as 27 states have indicated interest to join the second phase of the program.
Yobe is known for maize, sesame seed, and other key crops. So it's high time Yobe key into the second phase of this project.
With the establishment of Nursery Livestock Development Center in the state, Governor Memala Bunu said Yobe is ready to key into the program.
Of course, to us, first line of charge is security. After security, education, agriculture, and health. We are taking all these side by side with our infrastructural developments. Of course, without security, there will be no meaningful achievements whatsoever.
The African Development Bank is investing more than $1 billion in the special agro-industrial processing zones, a deliberate move to create more jobs and other opportunities across the agricultural value chain. In Damaturu, Yunusa Suleiman, NTA News.
Holistic implementation of laudable programs, consistency of agricultural policies, and prioritizing roads from farmlands to markets and cities, guests on Good Morning Nigeria say remains critical to attaining food security. They are also optimistic that boosting irrigation facilities for all-year farming will maximize food production in Nigeria. Lydia Sampson reports.
The states are the owners of land used for farming, meaning changing the narrative on food security and improving food affordability is largely domiciled with the states. The guests are emphatic that since private capital gravitates to opportunities, all the subnationals need to do is provide the enabling environment for farming and food production to attract off-takers and investors.
I never had a situation, perhaps so many years ago, where Nigeria had an equilibrium circumstance around food supply. You know, it had always been a situation of much demand, you know, outstripping supply.
Yes, local governments should have whatever is due to them. Why not? I mean, I come from Faskari. If you give the local government chairman only money to pay salaries and order, nothing to do anything, how are we going to see improvement? The local government should also be able to contribute. It should coalesce with the state government to improve the living conditions of the people.
Though the guests had also identified insecurity, flooding, corruption and subsidy removal as impacting food inflation, they believe with robust engagement and proactive measures, Nigerians can navigate and overcome the present food challenges.
There is a shortfall, whether anybody likes it or not. There's a gap. So this gap, what can happen?
It has to be filled.
It has to be filled up. So emergency import, that's exactly what we're talking about.
What we need are consistent policies that support the small-time farmer. Every effort should be done by government, and this can be done at federal level to ensure that we have irrigation facilities that are channeled to enable all year-round agriculture.
The girls reiterated the need for a robust storage and ensuring not just roads network to farmlands but also rail systems as obtained in climes taking agriculture seriously. Nigeria, they noted, is not only producing food for itself but also neighboring countries in view of the open market nature of the African continent. They suggested the scaling up of production of stable food identified in various zones of the country. In Abuja, Lydia Sampson, NTA News.
Bauchi State Government is set for the establishment of 10 million tons capacity cement factory in Alkaleri local government area of the state. The State Governor Bala Mohammed described the project as part of his administration's policies and projects. Awal Abdullahi reports.
Here is a meeting held for the establishment of the cement factory under the chairmanship of Governor Bala Mohammed. The governor described the project as part of his administration's target to unbundle the available natural resources for enhancement of revenue and job creation for about 10,000 people.
We are working towards making Bauchi self-reliant financially, to have financial autonomy, not to continue to rely on the federation account. And these are some of the examples.
Meanwhile, Governor Bala Mohammed has ratified an executive order to provide a unified measuring process for grains across the markets in the state.
We took the initiative with the local government, Ministry for Local Government, and our ulamas, and all that have the stakeholding responsibility on this, to come up with a one acceptable measure that is being manufactured, and it will be distributed to all our local government towns and villages, and the old ones will be withdrawn. Anybody found using the small or the big of the former ones will be prosecuted.
The governor also signed another executive order for the community and environmental protection policy towards addressing the menace of illegal cutting down of trees. In Bauchi, Awal Abdullahi, NTA News.
And the Nigerian Air Force has achieved a significant engineering milestone by completing a 48-hour periodic depot maintenance on a Dornier 228 aircraft designated NAV 031 at its base in Kaduna. And this maintenance task, which was previously outsourced to foreign maintenance repair organizations, was completed at a lower cost and with reduced aircraft downtime. The 5-phase PDM process involved acceptance, operational checks, ground and taxi checks, with a functional check flight, among other indices. The successful completion of this task demonstrates the NAV's capacity and confidence in maintaining its aircrafts and marks a new era of self-reliance and technical proficiency. Emphasizing the need for further specialist training to enhance the maintenance team's capabilities, the Chief of Aircraft Engineering, Air Vice Marshal Pius Ohamire, said the completion of this task showcases NAV's commitment to prioritizing logistics support and strong maintenance culture, aligning with the Chief of Air Staff's command philosophy. This achievement is a significant boost to capacity building and demonstrates the NAV's ability to conduct complex maintenance tasks independently, he said. Let's now take a break here. More reports when we return.
From the creeks of the Niger Delta to the breathtaking scenery of the plateau, in noonday and nighttime, we set out to bring to you captivating stories that evoke your emotions. For fascinating documentaries and reports on day-to-day issues with expert analysis, tune in to NTA NEWS24, DSTV Channel 419, GoTV Channel 26, StarTimes Channel 101 and 433, and Free TV Channel 703.
Glad to have you back. As part of efforts to achieve an improved health under the Girl-Child Education Program in Bauchi State, the State Ministry of Education distributed sanitary pads and other materials in some selected schools. The distribution is part of the efforts to ensure effective learning atmosphere. Let's join Muazzu Hassan for the report.
This is the inauguration of the Health Club materials distribution for 85 selected senior and junior secondary schools in Bauchi. It is part of the government's strides ensuring full implementation of the National School Health Policy in the state.
It's not only about ensuring that we have teachers, but ensuring that we have safe environment for learning. And that is for us to bring whatever possible that will make our school safe, including understanding our health needs and the environment itself. So, in doing that, we need to revise some of these policies.
With a vision of promoting health of learners, the program is targeted at providing a successful education for all in Nigeria.
We have safe environment for learning, and you cannot achieve that without having the students understanding their health habits, their health concerns, and even their reproductive health.
The benefiting schools were charged to ensure proper utilization of the items distributed for their healthy well-being. In Bauchi, Zainab Agbola, NTA News.
A young girl identified as Princess Willie from Akwa Ibom State was caught for child kidnapping and trafficking of a baby less than a year. Onome Okadibo, who ran into the scene in Oka Metropolis, reports that a vigilant in Nigeria, suspicious of the young girl's movement and the baby she was holding, trailed her and raised alarm.
An eyewitness account, a manager in one of the hotels along St. Joseph Catholic Church, Oka, while on duty, noticed a man and a woman who came into the hotel in a tricycle with a child less than a year. But on their way out, he noticed that they left without the baby. He called their attention and he was told that the baby is with the suspect, a young girl inside the hotel room. He got curious and started interrogating the girl. And this is what he said.
And I asked her, what's her name? She said, Ngozi. What was the girl's name, the child's name? She said, exactly what this girl told me. I became confused. They went inside, and this girl was still with the child, and they went out. After some days, this my friend now came with the child, with the girl's mother, saying that the child was stolen from the mother. I was confused.
Days later, a friend came to him that a child was stolen from a mother. He then recollected the incident that happened.
I thought we have it. I was coming to work today. I saw this girl on my way coming to work, and I stopped her because I know her, because she's the one. Initially, I wanted to deny, and I heard her people that came. And I called the people that came with the child, the girl, the girl's mother. The other time that she come, I've seen one of the people that held the child. So that's why we are here.
Mr. Kingsley Okeke, the eyewitness, then contacted the Commissioner for Women Affairs, Anambra State, who sent her team to look into the matter to know the whereabouts of the baby.
It was last week, by weekend, that I got call from this young man, because my phone is always available, that a particular girl was drugged, hypnotized, and took away her child.
The Commissioner for Women Affairs, Anambra State, has taken the girl to the police for further investigation. In Oka, Onome Okadibo, NTA News.
The Kogi State government has charged the Dekina Local Government Council, Dekina Traditional Council, security heads and other stakeholders in Kogi East to come together to fish out the vandals who carted away valuable broadcast equipment at the Kogi State Broadcasting Corporation, Ochaja. The State Commissioner for Information and Communications, Kingsley Femi Fao, gave the charge at a stakeholders meeting in Ayumba, saying the incessant vandalization of the station is disheartening and must be addressed properly. According to him, the station has been attacked twice this year, describing it as a bad narrative for the state. He explained that government will do everything possible to apprehend the perpetrators or to avert future occurrence. The commission also urged the royal fathers to show more concern about security in their domains and also assured the Igala people that the radio station will soon be back on air, as the governor has shown commitment to that effect.
These are prosecuted. They will know that you cannot vandalize government property and go scot-free. That is where we are starting from.
Effective information management have been identified as pivotal to efficient and successful security operations. These were the words of the Commander General, Nigerian Hunters and Forest Security Service, Joshua Osetime, at a 3-day leadership training in collaboration with the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps in Abuja. Lajide Bello has details.
Through rigorous and comprehensive training programs, security professionals can develop proficiency in risk assessment, crisis management and conflict resolution. Additional training fosters teamwork and coordination, enabling security teams to collaborate seamlessly in dynamic and high-pressure environment. It is in view of this that the Nigerian Hunter and Forestry Security Service (NHFSS) is adopting strategic training for commanders across the country for enhanced service delivery.
This is the 4th time we've been in this college for leadership capacity. We have also collaborated with the police, Department of Training and Development, on managing security and security challenges within the forested region. We have also effectively collaborated with the SSS, Department of State Security Service, on intelligence gathering within the forested region.
Presidential assent to the NHFSS bill, according to the Commander General, will go a long way to secure the ungoverned forest spaces. Commending President Bola Tinubu for the developmental strides of his administration in 1 year, the Deputy Commander General, NHFSS Technical Services, John Michie, emphasized that continuous learning and adaptation to evolving threats, training cultivates a culture of preparedness and resilience within security organizations. The NHFSS, according to him, is the missing link in the security architecture in the country, with the vast knowledge of the service of forest terrains in the country.
This is one of the ways to boost the morale and also to boost the confidence of the citizens that the Nigerian Hunters and Forest Security personnel are well trained and are ready to take over the assignment, which is protecting the forest for the Nigerians and also the farmers too there. At the same time, let me take this opportunity to congratulate Mr. President Ahmed Tinubu for his 1 year in the office. He is doing excellently well. The Nigerian Hunters and Forest Security Bill, it's about time that he has sent the bill. He signed the bill so that it will boost and empower our members to do more.
The take-home for NHFSS is that investing in training ensures that security personnel are well equipped to safeguard lives, protect assets, and uphold the integrity of their operations. Olajide Bello, NTA News.
And that concludes the News Desk 3 on NTA NEWS24. I am Mina Daniels. Thanks for your company.